Okay, I don't really make videos. I don't really do this type of thing where I just sit down and I review stuff. I really hardly ever do that. But it's important to the people who have asked me to. Like, this isn't really for the entirety of the public. This is for the people who wanted to hear my voice speak on this matter. I'm here to tell you, just as the title says, Battlefront 2 is still bad. Now, before anybody goes ahead and starts claiming I'm a whole fool and that I need to get with the times, I can't, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm here I am playing, and I'm looking, you know, people are saying it got better, right? And I'm like, I really wanted to believe it. I wanted to. I did. Now, my issue with it is, I said, okay, back when the whole microtransactions issue was like sweeping the world, and like everyone knew of Battlefront 2 being like an atrocity or whatnot. See that? That was pretty big. Now, they got rid of that quite immediately, and here I was just still playing the game for like a solid 4 months after its release, like non-stop. Now, my issue with it was, as soon as I got all the trophies I wanted, which I did within 3 weeks, pretty cool. There's some decent challenges in the trophies. Not my point. I started realizing what really is the point of playing it anymore. Customization, which I mean is still, it's getting better, but like taking into perspective, like Overwatch and games like that, they release like new outfits even to this day. These guys are just like they're just kind of squeezing them out. Like, I don't really, like, they made a whole bunch of clone stuff that's really cool and all. Now, again, I feel like what I need to explain the most for what I'm about to say is my issue isn't entirely the content. I didn't have too big an issue with the content at launch, but what I have an issue with is the stuff they promise, which sounds cool. Like, they promised Rogue One content. I don't know if you guys can remember that, but way back before it even launched, they promised Rogue One content would return in some way, shape, or form. Cool, but it hasn't. There isn't a single thing except the Sonic Imploder and the Death Trooper. And even then, that was content. Like, that was, like, any person who didn't even have the Rogue One DLC could be a Death Trooper. You just spawn in with Krennic. The only things that I've found from Rogue One content are the Death Trooper, and interestingly enough, the Clone Commando's blaster runs on like some weird form of ammo, I think. Not necessarily, but it doesn't have a cooldown. And that was like Krennic's blaster. But then again, not even the same, because Krennic was using a DT-29. Hell if I know. What the... Like, with the Enforcer, I'm sure it's an Enforcer. But here we go. The Clone Commando. Like, not even sure what that is. I must be blind. I can't see it. Is it around here? But it's not a DT-29. The DT-29 was a pistol. These guys are using fully automatic rifles. The DT-29 was not automatic. That just goes without saying. So, like I said, that's what we got for promised content. Other than that, they promised more fun content on April Fools. than they do overall. Like, I can't tell you a single person who asked for Felicia. Maybe some people did in a video that got buried under someone's channel. But, you know, people who come back to this year, like 1 year later, no, this game, my bad. People come back to this game 1 year later and be like, okay, that's kind of cool. Hey, we did ask for Grievous. Good job, you got Grievous. Now, I mean, I remember we were expecting Grievous at launch, really. They were taking time on him, I don't even know. And then for extended periods of time, and I mean extended, they had entire things just taken from the game. I remember hearing Crate was gone from the game. I remember hearing Palpatine was just completely taken from the game. I'm like, excuse me? Instead of delivering promised content, and they still haven't even delivered Rogue One content, which I'm a little upset about. I don't care. I think the movie is okay. I know people don't like the movie. Last parts of it. I just want that content because it was really cool fighting on the beaches of Scarif. Okay, wait. My bad. They have the beaches of Scarif for less than 5 minutes in the campaign, in which you can only play Kylo Ren. That was, not to downplay it, probably the best part of that entire campaign was that part of the mission, because other than that, campaign to this day, they even added more to it, which is still as mundane as could be. I can't even begin to explain how much that I played it and was still telling people, man, this is so cool, making an entire clown of myself, wanting to believe that, yeah, they delivered what you wanted, right? No. I turn around, I'm looking like an entire clown here. This just this isn't cool. So, promised content, where is it? I don't know. Nobody really knows. It's still graphically gorgeous, don't get me wrong. I see they're working really hard. Like, look at Grievous here. I can tell they took time on him. Except for when he released, he was hot garbage. Like, he was hot garbage. They had to go through a lot of hot fixes. Even then, a whole bunch of his stuff sometimes really doesn't work. Like, issues with Darth Vader, like his force choke, jacking you around. Like, that's been an issue since day one that they said they fixed. And speaking of that, lightsaber combat in this game, my goodness. The amount of times I've heard that it got better is probably not as high as the amount of times that I've been let down. Because they hype me up, but I hype myself up even more thinking, oh, hey, lightsaber combat isn't Goku instant transmission from one person to another, right? No, it still is. It's just not as stun-locky. Like, kudos. But that's not what I asked for. I just got back from playing Fallen Order. I'm playing Fallen Order, one of, like, the second best Star Wars game in my opinion. Like I said, Lego Star Wars 2 will always be my favorite Star Wars game for personal reasons, not as like an actual game. But what I'm trying to get at is that Fallen Order's lightsaber combat system was phenomenal. I love the defensive play. Like, defensive lightsaber combat is definitely like among my favorite types of lightsaber combat. In fact, sword fighting in general, I like the defensive type because it's strategically, in my opinion, it strategically works out better than just completely going out on the offense. So, great. I love it. Now, the only issue with that is there's nothing intricate about this system. You either do quick dodges, or some stupid stuff to get in maybe one hit. Even then, people like Darth Vader have like this bogus armor effect where like if you one-on-one lightsaber fight Darth Vader, you're not gonna win. You're just not gonna win. Maybe if it was General Grievous, but you can't cross team. It's another stupid thing. You can't even customize your own cross teams. Not even offline. Not even online. I mean, that's just bogus. It is bogus. I don't understand how people keep saying, this game got better, lightsaber combat, it got better. Yeah, except when you say it got better, that makes it sound like it's good now. It's not, you just made a bad thing less bad. Really, that's the better way to put it. For this entire game, you just made a really bad thing less bad. Doesn't inherently make it good. And I'm saying that because I keep playing this game. I keep coming back. And I'm like, what's the point? What's the end game? Customization for these stupid milestones. Like, yeah, I made it to rank 50. These stupid milestones. What is this? I don't... You get 500 credits. Putting that towards something like, I don't know, what I'm assuming is your end game, which is customization, like legendary customization, is garbage. Or better yet, just getting best star cards for all of these things. Star cards, I didn't even talk about that. They're pretty, okay. Not bad, not good. I remember when they were first there, they gave such really stupid power. That's not numbers I want to see. And I don't want to, and like, if you have good star cards on somebody, I don't want to be put in a lobby with people with bad star cards. I want, like, there's plenty of people who come in here who played it long ago, got max star cards, like walking in like literal gods here. Okay, there's plenty of people like that, and then there's plenty of people who are new to the game. Like, there's people still playing this game because, like, douchebags keep saying, oh, it got better, you gotta go play it. It's not better. It's not. But, yeah, people are gonna come back. They're gonna come back and they're gonna say, yeah, but there's people with higher star cards. Like, I understand that. That's, like, they don't set up matches based around your star cards, which I feel like is kind of stupid. Oh, and then, like, we asked for a level cap. I remember this bullshit. We asked for a level cap a long time ago to be increased. And by increased, I mean we've been sitting at 50 since day one. Well, I don't know. I made it to 50 like a week or two in, but I was grinding my brains out on that one. Now, we're ready. We're ready for more. Ready for higher levels, I guess, because, like, to unlock better things instead of customization, maybe unlock, oh, God forbid, better guns. We've been sitting on these 4 for our classes. I mean, let me see. Back, we had in Battlefront 2015, we had maybe 10 DLC blasters. If you could port those over, that would be so cool. Okay, wait. One of them is already here. I know that. The TL-50. Great gun here. It was trash in the other one. I don't know how you just turned it around. It was great. I don't even look at this as a heavy weapon, though. Like, this dude honestly looks like he's just struggling. It's not a heavy weapon. This should be an assault weapon. They don't really get this right, in my opinion. I don't feel like they got that one right. Again, this is all really besides the overall point. Like, I feel like I've spoken enough. I feel like I may have spoken enough on the lightsaber combat system. What I really have to say on the combat system is, like I said, after playing Fallen Order, which combat system for lightsaber, godlike. This game should be ashamed of what it has. Like, over half the heroes here are lightsaber users. Let me see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, we got 9 blaster users. We got 1, I don't even know, hand user. Fucking belongs in the Naruto universe. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Already beat 10. This is over half of your hero gameplay. This is what everyone goes for. I don't give a shit about Bosk. I'm not playing this game for Bosk. I want Darth Vader. I want, I guess, Darth Maul. He's pretty cool. He didn't have anything in the Phantom Menace, but I guess they expanded on him and people love him. He's cool looking. He's cool fighting. Rey, I love Rey. Like, oh my gosh, they really did her forehead dirty in this one. I'm not even gonna lie. Kylo Ren. Look at Kylo Ren. He was a broken mess. I mean, like, I feel like he's better now. I guess it's cool. I planned on, like, maining him throughout the entirety of the game, and I could not. I couldn't even play him when this shit came out. He's fine now. He's fine now. General Grievous is probably who I play the most because of his insane damage. I can work with that. He's fast and has insane damage. He's like a Captain Falcon without the Falcon Punch, because all of his stuff comes out fast except maybe Thrust Surge. Other than that, after playing enough of Grievous, I just sit and think, okay, now what? What am I playing him for? Am I making that number, that glowing 45 bigger, for what? For clout? I guarantee nobody give a damn about the clout in this game. No one cares about status in this game. I mean, I can care about, like, professional gaming, which this isn't. That could be maybe an end game, is like becoming a streamer for being a professional Battlefront. But there's nothing. There's nothing keeping me from coming to this game and not thinking, ugh, this is kind of boring. There's like the most capital supremacy. It's just a longer, more drawn out version of Infiltration and Battle Station from 2015. Cool. Didn't care. Didn't ask. We wanted literally one thing. We wanted, what was it called? It was Conquest? Galactic Conquest mode. We wanted that. I'm thinking Invader Zim right now. Galactic Conquest is here. No, it's not here. This is not Galactic Conquest. We're still paying tokens like it's a fucking arcade to get in a vehicle. We're still paying. We're like putting in, yeah, you've earned your tokens here by mopping the fucking floor, I guess. You've earned it. Go ahead, hop in a ship. Ooh, I'm not even a ship. Yeah, hop in a tank. Which is trash, by the way. You can get soloed by one guy who has a height advantage over you. Not even a height advantage, even if he's just low enough. You get soloed by this one dude who's standing perfectly still. You can't hit him. This shit don't even have aim. He's just gatling you down. It's usually a heavy too. He's just gatling you down, and he'll set down his vehicle turret, and you're dead. You can't hop in this stuff. You can't go from ship to ship. There's free games like Warframe right now. As like, I don't know, as controversial as the opinions are on the Railjack, you could at least go. You can hop out of your ship into an enemy base in a free game. Granted, you can do it now. You still can't do it in this game that I paid well over $60. I paid for the full stuff for this. I wanted everything Battlefront 2 because I felt like they were going to do it right. To this day, they still haven't done anything right. They made a bad thing less bad, and I stick to that wholeheartedly. I cannot fathom how people are so stupid as to go out and say, yeah, it got better. You need to give it another shot. Stop being so negative, Curb. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I don't want to hear that ever again. This game is a flop. It is now in the shadow of the clearly superior Fallen Order, which has no multiplayer. But I could go back and play that and have fun. I could start a new game plus on that and have more fun in just, I don't know, 5 hours of that than I will have in an entire month of this nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is boring. This is slow and it's clunky. I don't know how people think this can even stand up to 2015 Battlefront. I had fun playing that. The gameplay was smooth and fluid. It was more free. There was less class customization. Fine. Fine. I'd go back and play that and have more fun than playing this. Like I said, content is not the issue. It's if it's fun or not. Is it worth coming back? Fucking hell. It's not worth coming back. People who tell you that, I wouldn't say unfriend them. Just take everything else they say about this game with a handful of salt. Not even a grain, dude. A complete handful of salt. This isn't fun to play. There's no end game. There's nothing keeping you coming back. Except for maybe, kind of bored. I guess I'll play Battlefront since I'm sick and tired of playing Sekiro. I guess. That's all I really gotta say. That's all I got. I'm done.